Hello everyone, we're back! The three gamers, the three arbiters of justice, the three sons of liberty. That's right, you already know who it is. Got King Chow.
Wow, that was quite the intro for
You're supposed to introduce yourself, dumbass.
Yeah, I know. Okay, I'm Kaika.
Alright, well, since I was fucking done with this shit, I'm Sonny.
Oh no.
It's fine.
I'm bleep. You better bleep out editor. You fucking cunt ass bitch.
Yup. Okay, and today, we don't got a lot of spicy stuff. We just want to say we're back, and as you can see, we got an upgrade. Boys, we got an upgrade to the setup. You can actually see us in higher than like 104p or whatever, and like it actually looks like okay. You look at how before it didn't look okay. Well, now it looks okay.
So you turn shit into garbage, basically.
Basically, yeah. But hey, it's an upgrade nonetheless. And also, we got some pretty spicy takes today.
So, Sonny, you could lead that because.
Alright, so Biden has been in office for how long, boys?
Actually, a month. Today, a month. Yeah.
Today, a month. That's very interesting. So, through Biden's action, he's done so many executive orders. I don't even have that many fingers on my hands. 3 times up, and he's made quite much bills to really erase what Trump did. Like, for example, his new immigration bill, introduced by the House and Senate, that would bring illegal aliens deported during the Trump administration back to the U.S. and provide them with U.S. citizenship. Now, what's your guys' take on that?
I mean, we already know our takes. Yeah.
Yeah, but like I really just want to reinforce again, Biden's entire like plan with his presidency was basically just being whatever Trump was not. And you know the thing is, it's like, yeah, Trump made a lot of mistakes, but he also did a lot of great stuff. And Biden's entire plan is just do whatever Trump didn't, because I don't think he's that cognizantly aware to do anything else. And it's gonna let a lot of people who, like, it's one thing to say, like, we can open up our borders or whatever, but to be actively welcoming in people who got deported during another president's, like, reign is, what? Like, that seems a little extreme. Wasn't Biden supposed to be the centrist candidate?
Yeah, I mean, he, sort of how Democrats propped him up to be was, he's not fucking AOC, but he's also not John Kerry, so that's what you get. Sort of in the middle, a middle Democrat.
Middle of the middle.
Yeah,
Democrat puppet,
Yeah.
It's quite obvious that didn't really
and Kamala's the puppet master. No cap.
Exactly.
It didn't turn out the way that he was propped up to be. So, I mean, I think most people that had some type of that were mostly aware of what was going to happen knew, because it was quite obvious that Biden's mental capability is quite low.
Or non-existent.
Right, it's low to non-existent, so he was definitely not going to be calling the shots. It was clear from his campaign announcement when he stumbled, first sentence in.
I mean, if that's like the best they can do in terms of getting a woman in power is to basically have a woman in power by proxy of a guy. I mean,
right.
Whatever.
And I found something, or I read something about this online, where it's kind of interesting that Biden has never been elected to an executive position unless he's had someone black on his ticket. Isn't that interesting?
It is interesting.
Yeah. But that's just how our world operates.
Yep. It's all about the minority checks and balances.
Yeah. I don't have anything against, minorities or anything. I'm just saying.
Why would you? Honestly?
Right. I'm just saying, like, that's a fact.
Yeah.
See, this is the thing, right? I never really understood about, like, racist ideas, like everyone kind of being, like, afraid of them. I don't think, like, seriously, you can be racist, like, actively racist, like, saying that, like, one race of people is responsible for a certain, like, problems or set of problems, and also just be, like, a logical human being. I really don't. I think that what happens is you have a country or a culture of people, and they create problems, and they just so happen to be majoritively of one race, and so people who aren't that smart, over generalize and say, oh, it's that entire race. And I mean, like, yeah, that's racist, but it's also really fucking stupid. I don't know, this like this idea that like racists are gonna like they're gonna come back in mass and they're gonna like tear America a new one. I just don't see it, because I don't think they're like smart enough to be completely honest.
Right, nothing could be attributed to one race. I mean, the first slave owner in America was a black man named Anthony Johnson. So it's kind of, and I'm not saying that, of course, black people, it was a majority of black people and black people, but you can't attribute one single race to all the problems. It's a collective
or all
issue.
of the solutions.
Right, it's a collective issue that needs to be solved with collective minds. So just a little perspective. Some
Honestly, actually, I'd kind of argue that it's actually the exact opposite.
Really?
Collectivizing the issue by race is what caused the problem in the first place. It's an individualist issue. It's about the individuals that started these trends, and it's about individually creating a culture of tolerance while also not silencing the individual's ability to disagree with that culture if necessary or deemed necessary by the person.
Right, I agree with that. I'm just saying that is because it's not only attributed to, let's be fair. The left sort of demonizes white people. They say there is this patriarchy.
Okay.
With white men at the top.
I'm sorry. I really want to interject, because there was this one topic that I just forgot of until now. Topic 1.5, really quickly, right? Okay. Obviously, if you want to go back to Biden, I'm cool with that, but just really quickly. Some absolute lobotomite on not on Twitter, but some left-leaning article made this chart, and you can look it up to show the audience if you want. This chart of white consciousness.
Yes, I saw that.
And this fucking thing with the 8 stages. And the worst stage is white supremacy, which completely makes sense. It's white people are better because they just are. And then on the other side, right, you have...
Isn't it abolitionists?
Yeah, abolish the white race. And if they were both extremes and they were talking about being either reasonable or colorblind or in just some other way not focused always on race, that would be base as hell. But the supremacist side is red, so bad, but the abolitionist side is green. That's the end goal. And that's the thing. It's there's this idea that it's the white man's fault for every single one of everybody's problems, white or otherwise. And they deadass want to abolish the white race. That used to be a fucking joke. It's not now. It's not. It's not comedy. It's real.
Right, and I think people actually do want to abolish the white race because I guess this is a nice segue into our other topic, which is allegedly, this has not been confirmed yet, but allegedly Coca-Cola forced their employees or higher-ups, I don't know the full detail, but they forced some people to watch an educational video about how to be less white.
AKA propaganda.
Actually,
Right.
Coca-Cola did confirm that they were training their employees to be less white.
Okay, so it's confirmed.
Yeah, it's confirmed that basically white is a problem. If you're white, you're racist, blah, blah. I blame you for everything kind of thing. Really stupid nowadays. We get it. It's Black History Month. We get it. What white people did in the past. Do slavery wasn't right. No one agrees that slavery was right. No one does. If you do, well, you're just living in the past, man. Get to the times, boomer. Am I right, boys?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Right.
Honestly, Black History Month this year has basically just been anti-white year. Forget history. It's not about history. It's about,
So, for myself, I know some people complain that Black History Month gets its own month, but other minorities don't get their own month. I don't really care, as long as it's done in good faith, and obviously it's not done in good faith. It's really just done to push certain political perspective onto
Yeah.
other people.
But the thing is,
And that's
right,
what I have a problem with.
I kind of understand what those people are getting at, because Black History Month was not like a government or state invention. It was decided on by individual people, and like that, there should be, you know, a fair opportunity for movements to spawn up, like, you know, Asian History Month, Latin X History Month. And yes, White History Month, because no, not every month is White History Month. It's specific to cultures, but when you have like a time period that celebrates all cultures, that's a completely level playing field. But again, that shouldn't be enforced, because Black History Month wasn't enforced. It was agreed upon, and there should be an opportunity, not necessarily a drive, but an opportunity for, if people want, that same thing to happen for their race or for others. But what we commonly see nowadays is when people try to introduce a White History Month, they're called racist and bigots and insensitive and worse than Hitler and terrible people. It's this double standard. That's the problem. It's always been the problem.
Right. I mean, there's not an easy way to put this, but let's just talk about the Coke thing again. What they said literally in their slide was, how to be less white is to be less oppressive, which, what the fuck does that mean?
Because white people are oppressive, right, guys?
Right.
They have a freaking stick, no BS, bro. Us colored people. Oh,
right. The patriarchy has their trident, and they're just beating all the minorities. Right?
No, I just want to eat my tacos in peace.
Be less arrogant. I don't think that's a white issue. I think that's a people issue. I don't know.
Yeah,
I may be wrong.
Personality issue.
Right.
Like,
And if you want to talk about like arrogant like white people, I mean, I don't know, the people creating these like very articles and propaganda like sites and stuff, I don't know. I'm just saying, kind of a prime example.
Right.
You know?
Everything besides break with white solidarity, I have no idea what that means. Be less oppressive, and I don't know what break with empathy mean, or apathy. My parents taught me to do this, right? This is just good moral character.
No, but they're
Right.
like white apathy, because white people don't care. They don't care.
Right.
They're
Racist to white
soulless.
people, because that's not racist. That's just, you know, getting them back.
Yeah, it's called being a good person.
Exactly.
Right. This stuff
Come on, guys.
is...
Let's go jump some white people after this podcast. Come on.
Yup. Oh, me first.
It's just really stupid what they're trying to do. You know, it shouldn't be to be less white. It should be more kind to your customers and try to be more, you know, a person. You know.
Yeah, why
You
is
think
race
we're
even
five
involved
children.
at all?
Right.
Exactly.
Because every other race in human existence, right, there are some people that are arrogant, there are some people who are rude, there are some people who aren't humble. So this really isn't a white issue, it's just a people issue.
Oh, and by the way, I just want to say, like, officially, topic 2.5. I know I keep going on these tangents, but it's really funny
Right.
that this happens.
Uh-huh.
Starting literally like a week ago, Asian people are now not considered people of color.
Oh yeah.
They're too
white.
pale.
Yeah.
They're white.
They're too
It's
pale.
not because they're too pale, it's
And-
because they get accepted to universities because they have good grades. and
No,
whatever.
but that's the thing, though, right? They don't get accepted to university. They would if there
used
was
to.
no such thing as affirmative action. But
Right.
Asians are actually getting hit harder than white students.
This is
Yeah. Asian women get the hardest hit from affirmative action.
And so there was this like cognitive dissonance of like, oh, they're people of color. Oh, but we can't let them into college because then black people and Hispanic people wouldn't be let into a college at the same rate. It's inequality. How do we fix this? Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
Will not be terrible people. That person gets thrown out the window. Another guy comes in and they're like, Asian people don't count. Billion.
Yeah.
By the way, this literally goes against Dr. King's statement where he dreamt of a day where people he wouldn't be judged by the color of his skin, but by the content of his character. Right now, we're judging people based on the color of the skin, but
And
not
not
on the
on
content of the
yeah.
character. It's so
And yeah,
backwards.
These
Take
people
that, Black
call
History
King
Month.
their hero. They straight up call their Martin Luther King their hero, which is completely agree. I agree with them too, but
Right.
they don't agree with this message. They're just using him as a token.
Right. It's like I don't know why, but leftists sort of like to sort of view like MLK, for example, as someone who they look up to, which I think a lot of people do, but they sort of misunderstand his message, like you said. And I'm pretty positive if MLK was pretty consistent with his message up until, if he didn't die up until today, he'd probably be a Republican because
You know,
he did believe in a lot of conservative things. Well, modern day conservative things. Back then it was sort of agreed upon, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, some some food for thought.
Yep.
But I guess this sort of relates to another topic, which is Aunt Jemima.
Ooh,
So if you
nice
don't know-
segue. Nice segue.
Nice segue.
Right, we're talking about
segues.
companies, Aunt Jemima, Coca-Cola. So, Aunt Jemima changed their name to something I don't even care, because I'm still going to call it Aunt Jemima,
I
since...
think it's called Pearl Milling Company now.
Yep, something like that. That sounds about right.
Yeah, it's that now. So stupid.
I mean, if you've had Aunt Jemima for your whole life, you're just going to call it Aunt Jemima.
Exactly.
Right.
It's just, why? What's the point? Come on, I know. Like that's such. Okay, you're doing this for Black History Month. They you know why they're changing it? Because they, white people, not even African Americans, white people seeing that they're abusing, a black person to get good marketing, which is like, what the fuck? They're using it as a good representation of black people. Am I right, boys? Come on,
Right.
who doesn't have it with their pancakes? I know you two have I know you two have it with your pancakes. Uh-huh.
So this is what CNN wrote in an article.
Oh,
The
thanks,
name Aunt
CNN. Very cool.
Yeah, I know. It's they say they're objective and whatever, but they're
They're the neutral party, right?
Right. They're yeah. I don't think we need to talk about this, but they said in this article that the name Aunt Jemima, long criticized as a racist critique of, what is that word? That must be some new woke language.
Racist
Uh,
critique of.
It doesn't say critique, but basically it's been long criticized as a racist. I'm gonna assume that means stereotype of black women stemming from slavery. That's what they said.
That makes
I-
sense.
Yeah, if honestly, this Aunt Jemima's logo or Aunt Jemima's name, I think that's sort of a good thing because it sort of acknowledges black history. I don't really see it as as a racist thing. I don't know. Maybe it was done in racist fashion, but it seems a bit weird. I don't know if most people understand the history behind Aunt Jemima.
I
And,
mean, it was based by it was based on an enslaved person back in the day, but
hmm
I see it as like, turn of tides. We're showing, African American people as marketing, which is good for the African American community. They're getting a good rap instead of
Yeah.
a bad one. So I don't see a problem with this one. And I do know some of you out there had a crush on this Aunt Jemima person.
Okay.
So viewers at home, I'm talking to you.
Such a bro moment.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Okay, yeah. But I just wanted to say, fuck! I completely forgot what I was gonna say.
Wow.
I'm not good. I'm not good at
Man,
I got your
Joe
attention
Biden-
that much. I got
Guys.
your attention.
Oh
that
yeah. Okay. I remember. Okay. So the thing is, right? I'm really kind of confused because the left was always the people saying that we cannot forget slavery. We have to remember that it happened. Reparations for black people from slavery. And it's yeah, I don't think that we should forget that. But then slavery imagery is included in one piece of media, and what, they just started throwing a hissy fit? I'm so confused. What do you want?
Yeah, I mean, it's contradictory on every level, and it's sort of, it's a double standard, as you said, right? Sort
Yeah.
of only apply it to where they think it's appropriate, and they don't apply it where they don't think it's appropriate. Which is, I mean, who cares about being universally consistent, right? Who cares?
Who cares about consistency? Not us,
Yeah,
especially. You looked at
right.
upload schedule.
I mean, to be fair, you guys had a huge project, so
Yeah,
Oh, what? Nah, fake news, fake news, fake news.
Okay,
Nah.
okay. Let's keep
Yeah.
let's keep the train going. We're
Alright.
keeping a lot of great discussion. I think next is we're gonna
The-
talk about Cuomo.
Andrew. Oh yeah, Andrew
Cuomo.
Cuomo. This is really recent, really recent.
it's
yeah,
actually it's a little weird because.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
so-
yeah, yeah, Kaika, you're really excited to talk about Andrew Cuomo, huh?
It's his favorite
Okay,
person. Honestly,
so-
he would love to meet him one of these days. So yeah,
Right.
take it away.
Andrew Cuomo's a sugar daddy.
God damn it. Okay,
No cap.
So Andrew Cuomo, if you don't know who he is, he's the New York governor, and he's highly regarded by the left as an example of what to do during COVID, right? He had these lockdowns and whatever. I don't know what his policy is because I don't live in New York,
And
but
then
he's
New
been a
York is
garbage
the highest-
mayor.
Stop DDoSing yourself, bro.
It's funny
Yeah.
how New York is now one of the highest cases in America. Yeah, Cuomo's the
Right.
shining example, right, guys?
Whoa.
Yeah. And so this has been out for a while, but I guess media outlets just started reporting on it, where Cuomo was sort of sending in people with COVID that were older back into the nursing homes, and it killed thousands of people. And the media recently reported on it, but I guess they're sort of because I haven't really seen it in the past day, right? I'm just looking through CNN, and they haven't reported it about it in the last day. So it just seems that it was just for one day, just to make it seem like they're a credible source, and then it's over. Also, allegedly, I don't know if this is true because this is some spokesperson said this, but allegedly, one of the people close to Andrew Cuomo, he was yelled at by Cuomo for I don't even know what, and he said it was very rude. And the Democrats are moving forward with an impeachment or something, right?
Yeah, like 30 state Democrats and virtually all Republicans are demanding an impeachment inquiry for the
Right.
governor. So
It's funny.
pretty bad.
He's not even
Yeah.
in office anymore. They could stop crying now.
Wait,
No, Andrew Cuomo's
no,
still in
Andrew
office.
Cuomo's still in office.
Wait. Fuck.
That's you're
fuck.
talking about Trump's.
Yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
talking about Trump's second
Talking about
impeachment.
Trump's. Who he didn't get impeached. No,
Yeah, I mean everyone knew he wasn't going to
Yeah.
get impeached.
Come on.
Wait, hold on.
They
Cuomo's
had
gonna
no
get
ground.
impeached?
Well, they're
They're
trying to
gonna-
impeach
They're
him.
trying to get.
God,
a
that's
trial
funny.
for him,
Yeah, I mean the left just has no remorse.
Yeah.
even for their own people.
Yeah,
Bro, the left cannibalizes itself. I've been saying that since the beginning.
yeah. I think either there's going to be a revolt or the left just implodes. That's one of two of options,
Or both
Nah.
at the same time.
or maybe both. Yeah, who knows? But speaking of governors, let's talk about our very own Gavin Newsom. This guy has just been a horrible governor on all fronts. He's imposed lockdown policy that does not work, right? He's imposed frankly, very strict lockdown policy. Let me reiterate this. There was a period of time where, for months and months on end, we could not get out of our houses. That was because of Newsom. And I think we were hit the hardest by the lockdown orders, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had the most lockdown orders. We had the most stay-at-home orders because, of all the rioting. And apparently, or not apparently, this is a fact. We got 1.5 million recall signs for Gavin Newsom. So if you're unaware, in California, you can make this petition where if enough people sign it to recall a governor, there could be a new special election. Now, California has hit the 1.5 million signatures that they need to have another election to see who could be the next governor or if Gavin Newsom is staying in. But what Gavin Newsom said is that they want to make sure that all the signatures are legit. So it's kind of ironic. I know this was trending a little bit earlier on Twitter, but the Democrats only want photo ID or some type of signature cross-examination when it suits them, but they don't want it during election cycles. It's funny.
Very sus.
Yeah, it is
Right.
a bit, so it's not gonna lie. With this
Right.
whole how many votes for the re-election of the governor? How many?
You need 1.5 million to have a special election. They have 1.5 million signatures, but none of them are. They aren't really verified, if that makes sense, because
What's the
people
population of California? Actually, let's look it up.
Oh, it's tens and millions.
So there's still a chance of him getting reelected.
He's probably gonna get reelected. I don't see
No.
him.
There's about 40 million in
Right.
from 2018, which is probably more now. So
Yeah.
he's probably gonna get reelected. Then we'll go into more lockdown. We'll get fucked up more. Us gamers won't be really effective, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
gamer
People.
supremacy. Now that's a type of ism that I can get behind. Racism? No. Gamerism. Gamers rise up. Gamer supremacy. Gamer
rise
supremacy.
Yeah, Chow here really loves his Destiny too.
Yup.
Any-
My favorite game.
Exactly, it's his favorite game. Another game, not even one called Subnautica. No, that's a shit
No,
game.
what? No.
Or Slime Rancher.
No,
Shit
what?
game.
No Man's Sky? Oh,
Disgusting games.
really
alright?
bad.
Yucky.
Just as bad as it was in 2016.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're getting off track.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean-
so Cuomo's terrible, Newsom's terrible. We've made a lot of great strides on this podcast today.
Right. We've just yeah. I mean, what? Like they're really bad. We've experienced this firsthand. They're very bad.
They're
right?
very bad.
That's all we could
Oh,
say.
and they're both in blue states. What a surprise.
And it doesn't seem like it's going to get better, but apparently COVID might be getting better. I heard this on the radio a couple days ago where
We might make it out.
yeah, by the end of April we might be we might have herd immunity where people really won't be contracting COVID by then. So that's some positive news, right?
Dude,
It's a
we might be able to return to normal life by 2025.
Oh, fuck off.
Biden.
I'm hoping.
Right.
No, that was we're obviously not. I don't think we will be. I think it'll take us like until 2022 for us to actually go fully back to our normal lives. Even
Dude.
then, we'll have to wear masks all the times. Like so many precautions. Yes. You're not. That's my name. That's not my name. That's not my name.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sunny Hawkeye.
Thank you.
We're not going back to normal. Not for a long, long time. It's not about the masks. It's not about the vaccine or the virus or how many people died or the hospitals. It's about the economy. It's been royally butt fucked. And we can't recover from that quickly. It's gonna take a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of idiot Democrats not being the president. And right now, we don't have that. We had that with Trump. We don't have it right now. Again, I don't like Trump, but at least we had some economic stability. We are about to go into a fucking recession if we haven't already. And it's gonna be nasty.
I don't even deposit, cash anymore because I'm so scared that I won't be able to get cash out of my bank.
Bro, your dollar's gonna be worth like pennies in a year.
So this is what I'm fearing, right?
By silver.
We go into recession, everyone's taking their money out of the banks can't handle it, and I can't get my money out. So I just keep a little bit on me.
Silver, bro. Just buy silver.
Just buy Destiny 2
No,
silver.
not gold.
Actual
Buy gold, buy gold,
why do
buy
you
gold,
think
buy
as soon as
gold.
possible when I say silver, you think Destiny 2? I'm thinking of actual silver and gold. Because those
Bro.
things
Yeah.
will be actual
Bro.
give worth.
Buy Bitcoin. No, seriously,
An actual
buy.
Bitcoin.
Yeah, Bitcoin, Dogecoin.
be honest,
Seriously,
yeah,
that's not a joke.
I'm advocating for those as well, but there's a big problem because the United States is obviously the main, how do I put this? we are the people who are most indulged with, cryptocurrency, right? So if our economy crashes, I just see everything collapsing.
Right,
The
but
whole world.
because cryptocurrency is separate from America, I mean, sure, it definitely put a dent in it, but I mean, theoretically, cryptocurrency economies could survive and outlive the country
Technically,
where
yeah.
they originated. And, Elon Musk is really pushing for Dogecoin. I know it's a fucking meme, but, like, a lot of people are actually investing. And this whole GameStop thing kind of proved that, like, people really do have control over where their money goes and how they can spend it.
Yeah.
Unlike what a lot of Dems and what the mainstream media will tell you. It's very based.
Right. I mean, people don't understand how, like, the power they have with money.
Yeah.
Because I think it has a lot to do with our generation. Because I don't
And
know
the
where
previous one.
Right. I don't know where I heard this from, but our generation is one of where we want everything immediately, so we are willing to spend a little bit more to get it right now.
Yeah.
That's a problem because we're not even before, or I guess it's an American value where we negotiate between vendors about the price of things. We don't even do that anymore. You go into a store, you see the price, and you buy it. You don't negotiate anymore. That's gone.
Which means that they could set the price whatever the fuck they want.
Right. That's a really big problem, especially with
That's a huge
healthcare.
problem.
Right.
Yeah.
Healthcare is kind of fucked because no one wants to negotiate.
I mean, for Christ's sakes, it's such a big problem that there are people who grow up like basically being like bled dry for healthcare, and then they become commies and they're like, we should just have healthcare for free because they have like deep-seated emotional and like mental trauma from having to deal with crazy healthcare rates. And of course, this is partially like many other things, the fault of the government getting its hands in
definitely.
like the industry, like putting a cap at how many doctors can be educated a year and stuff like that, especially from colleges. Anyways,
More so with government intervention with Obamacare. That just sort of
oh yeah, no, that was terrible.
fucked everything up. Because
Yeah.
now,
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but I've been waiting like all night to talk about.
yeah, go for it.
Everyone, I know you've heard my crusty ass 500-pound voice a lot today, but I really, really need to talk about this because this shit's personal. All right. NASA and SpaceX are finally going to be getting humans on other worlds. This is shit that we haven't had for multiple decades, and we've only ever done once. Okay, we did make return missions, but that was just to the moon. Alright? Now we're going to be going for the first time to Mars, and we're going to go to stay. This is the next progression of the human species, the shit that we've been dreaming about, the things that we've been making stories of for centuries. Okay? Or like a century. And I'm telling you, alright? When I see hashtag instead of going to Mars trend on Twitter, that boils my blood. Okay, so now that we've gotten that intro, let's get into this, alright?
Right. I'll be a little disappointed if Elon Musk doesn't make it to Mars first.
No, it's a cooperation.
Oh, okay, I didn't know. But I still would want him to be the reason.
Oh yeah, no, he is the driving force. NASA is only where it is right now because SpaceX is helping.
That's good. I prefer
Elon Musk really do be shepherding the entire human race, though.
And it's a good thing because it's a private organization, not the government.
Based. Anyways,
Yeah.
so, our little robo boy Perseverance has officially landed on Mars 2 days ago. Or, well, 2 days from recording. It landed on February 18th. And I gotta say, that was a moment, man. That was a mood. I was really happy for that. And it's been sending data to us. It's actually going to collect a sample to bring back to Earth. And meanwhile, we're already preparing a bunch of shit to go to the moon and make a moon colony. And then we're going to use a skyhook to go to Mars. It's going to be dope as fuck. And we're actually going to get humans on Mars by 2030. And I'm so fucking hyped. And there are these absolute absentee concave head asses on Twitter who are like, instead of going to Mars, we could use this U.S. government spending for literally anything else, despite the fact that the NASA gets like, what, like 6
Couple billion.
Yeah, like 6% of 6% of the U.S.'s budget or something. Like,
It's nothing.
yeah, and like, okay, look, here's the thing, right? When it comes to military spending and like how the U.S. like spends its like budget, I do think it's too much. I don't think we should like majorly defund the military because we are a really big world power, and as long as that continues to uphold, we have to have the funds to, budget that. But the U.S. already overspends on crazy projects in, Congress and the White House, especially in the last like 10 or 20 years. And I gotta say, like even just like a 2 times increase to the amount of budget that NASA would have would mean, a 2 times potential to get humans into space. And that, I'm telling you, is such a game changer. It cannot even be like displayed in words. If an asteroid hits us in 100 years, which is actually not that unlikely, all right, an asteroid that's big enough to wipe out the surface, okay, in 100 years, if we're not on Mars by then, and we don't have some type of colony working on terraforming the planet and making it habitable for human life, we are fucked. That's it. Game over for the species. I don't want that shit. Honestly, like, politics is important, and I don't like when people just, ignore all of the issues by just saying, I'm an independent centrist, and nothing really matters, right? But at the end of the day, this does matter. Us going into space, us making a presence on another world, is everything. It is everything, and frankly, in a perfect world, if NASA had the type of budget that the U.S. military did, and I'm not saying that that's what we should do, but if it did, I swear to you, we could probably, like, have already, like, been to the Mars by now. Or, sorry, not to the Mars, but, like, been to Mars by now and already start the terraforming projects today. But that's not the case because NASA's incredibly underfunded to the point where private companies are having to step in and do the government's job. Government. The U.S. Seriously, bro. This is like your one job. Or like, okay, you have a couple of jobs. And one of those should be to preserve your citizens. And part of that is going to be making a presence in space because, fun fact, when it comes to extraterrestrial threats, we're not prepared for that shit. We're just not. I mean, like, we could maybe throw something at the problem, like, once or twice, just, like, as a last-ditch effort. But if, let's say, like, a gamma ray burst were to, like, be shot at Earth and deplete the ozone layer, which is a real thing that could happen. It's not exactly likely, but it is possible. And there are, like, a bunch of different quasars that are constantly going off in, like, the local group. If that happened, we're fucked. We don't have any, like, backup plan except for Mars. Mars could be our backup plan. And it's these absolute, again, concave head asses on Twitter going like, instead of going to Mars, whatever. And even some lib on Twitter are saying, yo, what the fuck are you going on about? Like, and these are Twitter people. These are tweet and not exactly the smartest people on the planet. But I agree with them. Alright? This whole thing of like, Mars doesn't matter, it's wasting our money. Bullshit. It matters. That's all.
Very epic monologue.
I just had to rat that out. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I think we all agree going to or establishing ourselves on a different planet is quite important. Right? Yeah. I think we all agree.
Yeah.
To have a plan there, we should always have a plan B or C when come to any kind of threat, like as you said.
Yeah, human extinction levels of importance.
Yeah, we don't know what will happen next 100 years. That's why we have to start planning now.
Yeah.
to help the later generations. Like,
Plus, like, dude, being on Mars is gonna be lit as fuck. Like, come on, man.
I mean, I don't think we'll be on Mars. I mean,
Cap,
I will. Cause,
cap.
I'm gonna be the first colored person to be on Mars, guys. So,
Oh, yeah, I know you're right.
No.
Only dark-skinned people get to go to Mars. Sorry.
Yeah, you know that for sure.
Do you know Elon Musk is white? He was born in South Africa.
Wait, what?
Funny how that
wait,
works.
wait. Elon's white.
Isn't he
Yeah.
white? He's pretty
Yeah,
white.
he's white.
I thought he was black.
What? No.
He was born in South Africa. So it just really goes to show that anyone could be.
Yeah, there are white people in South Africa.
Yeah, it just goes to show that anyone could be successful in America, no matter who you are.
Yeah.
Damn, even African people.
So he's
Even
an
African
African American. But like
He is an
he's
African American, yeah.
Yeah, he's South African American. There is quite a bit of white people there, so
Yeah.
I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah, I don't
Anyways,
think anyone is.
Is there anything else left on our list? Now that I'm done with my rant.
COVID.
Just in
I
general.
mean, we could talk about COVID a little
Didn't
bit.
we
but
already kind of cover that?
we talked about how it might be over in April, may not. You know, I hope it'll be over in April. I know a lot of people I know are getting the vaccine, so that's a good thing. My aunt just got it a couple days ago.
Did she get the booster or just got the first one?
She got the first one, and she's having the normal reaction to it. You know,
What's her reaction?
a little bit of aches, a little dizzy, and a little bit of the sniffles. That's all normal.
Yay!
That's all normal. So don't think
Did they
if you got the
keep her,
vaccine.
like 20 minutes after, because that's the normal protocol.
I don't know. She just told me about it because you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was supposed to come today, but she felt really bad because you know of all the symptoms. So
Understandable. Yeah, people usually have some of those reactions.
Right.
Towards the vaccine.
Yeah, it's normal.
Yeah, I mean, like me, I'm kind of built different, so it's whatever. But
I mean, I have family members who work in the medical industry, so I kind of have more of insight into the types of vaccines and which ones and the reactions people get from it. So that's normal.
It's
It
normal,
shouldn't be alarming at all. Anyway, so then we got COVID out of the way. The 2-second spectrum right there.
Yup.
We actually have something a bit more, how you say it, saddening.
oh,
So,
Because 3 days of this recording, a conservative radio host, Rush Limbaugh, sorry if I'm butchering the name, sadly passed away. And if my co-host of this podcast, if we can have a 10-second silence for his passing, that would be amazing.
all right.
Starting in 3, 2, 1. All right, that
Yeah.
was
All right,
10
time's
seconds.
up. Lemo, male tears, conservatard is dead. XD,
Now-
crying.
yeah, I mean,
For those of you who thought that was rude, those are actual responses from people
From
the
fucking
leftists.
leftists being like,
So-
"Hey man, cope, man. It's cope." God,
It's not even. It's so saddening. For
it's so
people to do this.
disgusting, really.
Like, why would they do this? It's such bullshit. They legit. One person left said, "Rest in piss." Like, what the fuck?
The
is
fuck
wrong
you.
with people?
yeah,
Like,
people
this
just
man
don't have
is
decency
dead.
anymore.
You are
What if
the
we said this
worst.
to leftist host? Let me pull up a list that I searched up. Freaking Doug Boschman. What if we told him that like when he died, fuck him. What if we said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna piss on your grave," or David Bender?
Lebao,
Alex Bennett.
libtard tears,
You didn't be
XD,
calling.
MAGA 2024.
And it's like, okay, I know most of us here haven't. We didn't really interact with Rush Limbaugh because he's sort of the previous generation's radio host, but he did impact a lot of people that we listen to. So
Right.
he's still very important to us.
yeah, like Ben Shapiro.
Right.
Yeah.
I listen to Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, and Ben Shapiro.
And I listen to
And Ben
Armstrong
Shapiro.
and Getty.
No. Just Ben Shapiro.
He impacted not us directly, but indirectly.
Okay, yo, like honestly,
by
I'll
impacting
stop
the
talking
people we
around.
listen
This
to.
is way too serious. All right.
And for those who basically pissed on his grave and said so much disgusting things in the past couple of days of his passing, can you go fuck yourselves? Honestly,
For
like, what the
real.
fuck is wrong with you, you mental pieces of shits? All right,
Wow,
a
you
man
you
just
deserve an
died.
award. All right, let's see. Oh wow, look at this. No, that's not shit on the trophy. This is the worst person on earth award. You deserve it.
Right? It's not even like Fidel Castro, right? This is a guy with a difference of opinion from you.
And you're
Just on
literally like, you're like, you know that fucking Wojak that's like smirking with a mask on the inside. He's just crying. That's all of them. They're like, haha, another Nazi down. It's like,
Right.
bro, he literally just disagreed with you. You can wipe the tears now.
Yeah, Fidel Castro. People were happy when he died because he actually did some horrible shit.
Right, Fidel Castro was fucking shit.
Right.
I
But
mean,
Rush Limbaugh, all he did was state his opinion. That's all he did.
Exactly.
People are happy that he died.
Watch, when we die, they're gonna do the same shit. I bet you.
no,
Or
no,
one will give a shit. Actually,
when,
no one
yeah,
will
yeah, when we die, no one would care.
No one- like, who are the Sons of Liberty? Who the fuck are those
Hey,
idiots?
AOC said that she wants to make sure that everyone who voted for Trump is constantly remembered and constantly canceled. So
Oh, well,
we might be remembered.
we're not 18.
Oh yeah, we didn't vote for Trump. You're right.
Yup, no, actually,
We're not gonna be
wait,
remembered.
hold on, everyone who voted for Trump? Haha, I voted for Joe. Absolutely winning.
Joe Dickinson.
I voted for Kanye.
I voted for Kanye's wife.
Yeah, unfortunately, because we talked about Kanye, let's talk about his divorce. Apparently, Kim and Kanye are getting divorced, and it's
Bro,
really
he
sad.
he's just not gonna give. He's not fucking a plastic pussy anymore, apparently. So
Damn,
no, I'm
damn.
down with it.
But,
For those
like-
of you who got to grow up.
I mean, I can't wait for his next album because it's going to be about Kim. But
Exactly.
I don't know how this will affect his campaign run. I'm a
Probably not
little,
good.
I'm a little afraid.
Damn, I really feel bad for Kanye. I wonder how this is gonna affect his campaign route. That is
He's probably
absolutely
not gonna run. To be honest, he's probably not gonna run.
Yeah, cause like, I mean, nobody actually expected Kanye to win, but it would just be like funny as hell. Basically, like Trump actually, except Trump actually did win.
Okay, no one expected Trump to win, and this
Yeah,
is where we're at. No one
so-
expected Ronald Reagan to win, and he was elected 2 times. So you never know. You never know.
Don't expect any of us to win, but we're not gonna fucking win, are we?
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
So I think anyone could win the presidential election because America's the land of opportunity.
Yeah, and not the land of old boomers who don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Oh, Biden!
Let's elect some younger people, please.
Please!
Like, this is sad that I have to say this, but 40 range, not 80 range. Like,
Do you
holy
have a cap
fuck.
on how, like, the oldest you can run out?
No, just because it sort of goes against the land of opportunity thing.
But then wouldn't that make it so should we lower also then? Like land opportunity my ass.
Yeah, it's regressing just a little bit, but there's still a lot of opportunity.
Yeah.
And
It's
silly not to
about the
acknowledge
message.
it.
It's about the message.
No, while Biden's in office. Okay, so speaking of Biden, I know I've been talking about this all week, but he's allowing trans people to go into their respective restrooms. Like if you're a woman but you identify as a man, you can go in the men's restroom and vice versa. This is just really fucky. Not gonna lie, especially if I had a kid, right? And they
Right.
went to school, and then say it's a female. I had a female daughter. A guy can legit go in there and legit possibly have like rape her because like they're stronger than her, bigger, and it's just really scared for parents or for people who just don't want to like get groomed or anything.
Right,
Right.
but I will say one thing. I don't know. That's kind of an extreme example. Like just like trans people like being allowed to go into whatever bathroom they identify as, leading to like perverts pretending they're trans to like molest children. I don't know about that. I don't know how that like directly affects that. I mean, sure, like the chances of that do go up, but probably not by much. And also, again, that's a very extreme example. What's more likely to happen is, you know, you have guys who actually like are transitioning, but they're like at the very first stages, and then there are like women, right? Like in a girl's bathroom, and a guy walks in, and they're all like, "Wait, what the fuck?" Like, why is there a guy in here? And then there's like all this drama of like, I'm not a guy. You know, it's
look,
like,
personally for me, I don't care which bathroom you use because I could physically defend myself. I'm physically capable.
Yeah.
But I understand if a woman sees a male entering a restroom, that might be a little off-putting. But I also think that letting people go to the restroom of their pleasing should be done by the business or organization that runs the place.
Not like a government like
right.
You have to have to be okay with this.
And
like,
by the way, no one's holding a gun to someone's face and forcing them to use the restroom at their institution. You could always not use the restroom, right? You could always go somewhere else. No one's forcing you. So you know, there's always that. I see it both ways, honestly.
Honestly, just feel the government should stay out of those kind of things.
Yeah.
And
They have no place.
As you said, it should be business, or have like a separate restroom for those people who want to be.
Yeah, like.
But that's still a business decision, right?
Yeah, it's a business decision. Like, I don't see why Biden has to get into it, and also he's allowing trans people to go into their like for example, this MMA fighter called Fallon, who's a trans person, is absolutely destroying actual females' skulls in MMA, and then like they're getting praised for it. Is that right? I personally don't think so, because then you're just using, you know, you're a male, so you're stronger than females, and then you try and get better in a sport that obviously if you're in the other gender you wouldn't do as good as. And it's factually correct that males are stronger than females. There's
on average.
Yeah.
Well, professionally, yes. So if you put the best female MMA fighter versus the best male MMA fighter, the male will win. It's just factual.
Most of the time.
No, it is factual.
Well, yeah.
What?
99 out of 100 times the male will win, but there's still a chance that a woman.
Yeah, not literally every time.
Right.
And I don't even know if it's 99 to 1.
It is 90. There's no.
It's around that range. It is around that range.
An MMA fighter that's a female that can take on the best. That not trans. I'm not accepting trans. As like you can be whatever, you can define whatever you want, but like to just be a female, to be better at, to pretend to be female, to be better at the sport you love. Just to be better in it.
Yeah, that's
stupid.
yeah.
By
that's
the way,
really scummy.
why is this a government issue? This should really still be a business situation. I don't understand why Joe Biden's getting involved.
Bro, it's government's getting involved in the people's issues.
It doesn't make sense.
I'm just gonna put on a wig and we're gonna do the fucking. I'm gonna go MMA fighting real quick, bro. Give me a second.
It boggles my mind that the government has any say in this. It should really be up to the business, right? If ESPN wants to have trans fighters in the ring with female fighters, you know, that's their thing. That should be their decision, not the government's decision.
Right.
But we're regressing as a society, so
we're fucked. Anyways.
Yeah.
All right. Is that it?
I think that is it.
King Chow, would you like to exit us out?
Yeah, I'll exit this out. All right, well, that was the Sons of Liberty. God, that was cringe. We have been King Chow,
Kaika,
Sonny here, back with your news.
Yeah, no, nobody cares about your news. All right, and yeah, so sorry for the inconsistent upload schedule. These two nerds have been. Shut up! Alright. These two nerds have been working on their projects, but they're basically done now. So we're back in business, baby. And we're gonna keep this format. If everybody fucking hates it, I don't know, we might go back to the old one, but most likely This will be how the
Put
episodes
in
are
the
going.
comments your opinions on it and your opinions. If you find anything that you didn't like, put in the comments. We'll address it maybe in another episode.
Probably not, but like I don't know, maybe.
Oh, we gotta have comments. Like we got interaction, bro.
Yeah,
Comments
yeah,
to
man,
help
totally.
our videos.
Comments to help our videos. Yup.
Yeah.
Just comment your favorite color.
Bruh.
Just comment anything, to be honest. Who cares?
Bro,
Yeah,
bro,
honestly.
comment your favorite Twitter lib. Alright.
We'll do a giveaway.
Oh yeah, $19 Fortnite. Okay, no, I'm not doing that. Alright,
negative $1 to whoever comments in their favorite color.
okay, you're getting
first.
server muted. Alright, and yeah, so thanks everyone. See ya.